Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Mystic Outlook. Tina Charles, Errol Atkins led the Mystic past Liberty 101-72. Joined tonight by Raymond Lyons. We got Cardell Douglas Jr., Wilson Tarpe Jr. Cardell, as you guys can see, is still at the USA. Cardell, just your initial thoughts on tonight's game.
Defense. The defense sparked their offense, and it was laid out their backcourt. You know what I mean? Their backcourt, Swarm Ionescu. We all know that the Liberty, everything runs through Ionescu. Liberty, she's the initiator. She gets everything going. And Cloud Atkins, they were locked in on her from the opening tip, probably in the parking lot, so she got off the bus. They didn't give her no life, and they didn't let her breathe, and it affected the Liberty. You know what I mean? Lane got going a little bit in the second quarter. Well, towards the end of the first quarter and second quarter, but I felt like Atkins did a great job at first of, frustrating her, holding her to one shooting to start the game. And that set the tone. The physicality, the traps that they do on Ionescu, not allowing her to find other players so they can get going. I know Whitcomb got loose a couple times for some threes and whatnot, shook too inside, but overall, at times like I literally thought it was 10 people out there on the floor trying to play defense, and that fits their offense. And then Tina was Tina. You know what I mean? That's why she's gonna be a Hall of Famer. She's a technician. She did it inside out. They threw doubles at her. She just took her time. She didn't rush it. Then when they made a mistake with the trap, having to go back to prevent a defensive 3 seconds, she made them pay. Bully runner, 3 pointers. She shot well. Shot with her free throw line. Obviously, her pickup game. Reverse spins, pivots, and all that to get to the basket and score with either hand. She was just on one. And Ariel Atkins, with her 3-point shooting, it's not much you can do shooting three. She's so explosive, and you already know she's great at slashing to the basket. So um, I think the backcourt just dominated the game, and then it allowed Tina it opened for Tina to do what she does. And we all know that very few players in the league that can kind of deal with Tina one on one. Shout out to Evan McCall. Man, she did all the dirty work. Where she had 7 points, she had 15 rebounds. She had the game high. She down there doing what she got to do, mixing it up in the paint, and she's slowly becoming a good compliment to Tina. You know what I mean? As far as you can't just focus on Tina on the boards and in the paint doing all the dirty work. She'll come in there, throw a body around, and get the boards and play as well. So I just think, man, it was a complete game on both ends. And the veteran backcourt showed why, to me, they're definitely the best defensive backcourt, but they're in the running for the best backcourt in the league when they're showing up offensively.
Ray, your thoughts?
Yeah, man, they finally came alive. They struggled offensively for 2 games. But this game, obviously, they broke out of that. With force. Cardell mentioned the defense. They swarmed Sabrina. Didn't let her get into a rhythm and get comfortable. And when you disrupt the team's initiator like that, then this is the result you get. The Liberty were able to hang around for a while, just because Laney was doing her thing, and Sammy Wickham, she was getting off a little bit, but as the game went on and the Mystics didn't let up defensively and they were hitting shots, they just opened the lead up, and Liberty weren't able to recover. When they're hitting like that, and they just gave the Liberty a lot of choices to make on defense. You either want to double Tina and let them continue to be red hot from the floor, or you want to stick to the 3-point shooters and leave somebody down there on the island with Tina. Either way, this game you're in a bad spot. So the mix is just clicking on all cylinders. It's great to see Ariel Atkins, come out of her slump. We all know what she's capable of. She just had a couple rough outings to start the season, but she came out with a purpose tonight. There was no hesitation. She was just letting it go. She was confident. And that's good to see, because a lot of players, if they have a rough stretch, it kind of taps into their mental. But she obviously didn't show any signs of it affecting her. She came out swinging, shots was falling, and everything just got rolling for them. But this is a rough game for the Liberty. But I mean, we've seen what they're capable of early in this season so far. They put some new pieces around Sabrina. They got a lot of talent up there. I think they're going to be a good team. I was me and Wilson was talking on Twitter about Wickham kind of getting out of pocket for a second, man. They had to turn that water off, but it was fun to watch in the first half while it was still close. But glad the Mystics, they just kind of locked in defensively in the second half and pulled away with it. But yeah, man, it's great for them to get a win before they head out on the road. That'd have been tough to start out 0-3 at home, and then you got to travel. So I'm pretty sure that did something for their psyche, to get a win like this against a previously undefeated team before they head out. But yeah, man, great win. I'm sure this is what Coach T was kind of envisioning. Heading into the season, those first two games, they didn't look like the Mystics at all. I know this isn't the 2019 team, but even still, with the pieces they have right now, they're capable of performances like this. As we saw tonight. So as they continue to develop, as they continue to gel, and then they'll eventually get pieces back. I mean, they're going to be right in the thick of things with the upper echelon teams in the league. So just looking forward to seeing them continue to grow.
Yeah, I think you guys pretty much covered it. For me, it's just simple. The backcourt set the tone defensively. The rest of the team followed, and they did a great job of ending possessions with defensive rebounds. They were amazing on the glass tonight, 42-28, and they only gave up 3 offensive rebounds in New York. Cardell, both Cardell and you, Ray, you guys already mentioned what Tina did tonight. Yeah, I was just stuck with the defense, man. It was beyond impressive, and it's one of the things we already know we know they can score. We knew the shots were going to fall at one point. The defense is what has to continue to go forward, and especially with those two in the backcourt. It's not like they're not capable of harassing folks on a nightly basis. And like you mentioned, Ray, New York, it's not the end of the world. You're 3-1. Natasha Howard, you're just about to get that big trade, that big piece that you traded for, Natasha Howard. So trust me, life's gonna be fine. I think Coach T was saying, I think yesterday, like if all goes right, Washington gets Maisha back on Sunday. So again, like we talked, I think earlier this week on Tuesday, on the focus, you talked about how important it was for Washington to make sure they don't get too far in the hole. So this was a great start to make sure you weren't starting 0-3. When you got a road trip, you got to handle business on a road trip regardless if someone gets back on Sunday or not. You got to handle business. So it was just a good start. I don't really have anything else outside of that. Cardell or Ray, did you guys want to add anything?
Yeah, I like what I saw out of Weiss today too. I'm not sure this is her first game, but she got a little wiggle in the game with playing, being an extra ball handler when I got some athleticism, some quickness, and she can score and hit shots. So defense have to guard her. They have to worry about her. She's came. I think she's gonna be a big piece, and like you said, when Maisha and like you said, Natasha coming back for the Liberty, but we all know we waiting for. What I'm saying? Maisha coming back, we waiting for the MVP to come back. You know what I mean? So, and then when they come back, let's rumble. That's why there's no need of panic or nothing like that. It's just hold forward that she come back and let's see. Because with them on the floor, man, look, Maisha, we all know what she could do. She more of an in-between person, but she can hit the 3 here and there too. But with her on the floor's gonna be so wide open, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. So, and then you're gonna see more nights like this with Tina. It's gonna be easy. So, I can't wait to see them together, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun.
Definitely not lying. And again, just credit to him with little pieces here and there to add to this group. And like he said, just like he said this week, he was preaching to the team. Just be patient. Like you'll be fine. It's gonna be okay. And stick with it. And like you guys said, there's no reason to panic or anything else like that. Before we get out of here, quick word from our partners over at Who's in Us. What we got going on this week? Try our turkey wings, tender, home style wings, baked perfection, dinner with 2 sides, $14.95. Meat only is $10.95. And reminder, they're open for late nights, Fridays and Saturdays. Order favorites. It's 12 a.m. at Georgia Avenue, 1 a.m. at U Street. Again, it's E's and Oz. Ray, if you had nothing else to add, or Cardell, for Cardell, Ray, and myself, y'all have a great evening. There's still more WNBA games tonight. You got some time, check those out. Got a full day of playoff basketball tomorrow on the men's side, and then every sport in the world happens on Sunday. So we'll check in with you guys very soon. Y'all have a good start to the weekend.